Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend DG Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/CapesandLunatics. Hope to see you there.
Batman, my favorite character.
Hello, kids. Welcome back to another week of We Are the Night. the Batman
podcast.
Sometimes Penguin podcast. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, it is that gangster in a purple car.
Oh, yikes. Will Hellfire, y'all.
Like you've never had a purple car?
No.
No? Never?
No.
Cool.
Ice blue is the closest I've gotten to purple.
Oh, nice. All right, kids. So, yes, as you can tell, yes, we are back to talk episode 3 of The Penguin. And again, you're going to get something a little different this episode because, yes, we're going to record this in halves, and I will be back with the new comic reviews. So, but you need to do nothing. You'll get it as one episode. I will just have to edit.
Poor Philly.
No, it shouldn't be. It's just slap front and back together, hopefully.
Ew.
Oh, you know what I should do? I should, be like, okay, this is how you know we're gonna when you hear this, I will be getting to the comic reviews.
Batman, my favorite character.
I should start both halves with that. Oh, Ray would love that. Anyway, so yes, episode 3 of The Penguin. Or as Lilith has on the screen, DC Comics presents The Sopranos. How dare you, The Sopranos? No offense, but The Sopranos. I was gonna
Listen, that's why I said DC Comics presents. As soon as you put DC Comics in front of you, you know it's gonna be poop.
Oh yeah, that's true. Did you see? I mean, not to get too far off track, but they're comparing Joker 2's numbers to Morbius.
Yeah.
They said the Flash did better, the Marvels did better.
Good news for Marvel, I guess.
But no, the Flash did better too. I'm just like,
well, if we would have all just boycotted it.
Well, I mean, I was conflicted with the Flash because again, Michael Keaton. I was just like,
yeah, everybody else in the movie didn't deserve it just because Ezra was being a dickhead.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Does anybody know the neutral gender term for dickhead? I feel like dickhead, I'm just gonna say like dude is now gender neutral.
Yeah, I mean, dude's been gender neutral for a while, and I think you can call any gender.
Thanks to Keenan and Kel, I'm a dude, she's a dude, they're a dude. Hey. Dude, that's just stupid.
Yeah, exactly.
So this episode was called Bliss, and far from it.
Well, yes, because of the new drug that Oz, I keep wanting to call it.
Vertigo was better. I'm just saying.
Oz and Sophia have cooked up because they're cooking them with shrooms.
No, that's not how you do it, but it's not my business.
We don't know where shrooms come from, kids.
Cow patties.
Ah.
So, do you know how long it takes for it to hit max? I know it's same day, but it's like a couple hours, or like what's going on?
I don't know.
Is it like at midnight or?
I don't know because I usually been
it's on my DVR.
Yeah, just DVRing it off the HBO. But I know I didn't get to it until the day after to watch it this time. So I did go to Max, because like my signal kind of my DirecTV signal got fritzed because of a storm. And I mean, I know it was on Max by the
Florida says you're welcome.
I know. But no, I know by the next day it was on Max, but yeah, I don't know how quickly they get it up there.
Yeah, they're saying sometimes it's the same day, so I don't know how true that is because I don't check Max like that. If I'm not watching like Batman the animated series, or don't tell anybody, the Harry Potter marathon that's going to be coming up, that comes every Christmas, I don't really.
Yeah, because it hits HBO 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock then. Sunday.
I would assume it's probably at like 12 or like probably 3 a.m. because that'll be 12 p.m. Pacific time. So
maybe.
Whatever, no worries. Yeah, so this is like they're finally like getting into this is like the first reference to the movie. So this particular episode is set shortly after the events of the film, because we were talking about the flood wall. So, but we open up with a flashback, kind of, sort of.
Yeah. Because that was kind of towards the end of the movie. Yeah, when Riddler blows the wall.
The flood wall, yeah.
Then we kind of get a kind of an origin for Victor, and
yeah, he's dropping his tools off at his family's apartment, and then he's like meeting up with friends, and his dad doesn't like one of Victor's friends' cousins or whatever because he's a known drug dealer. Bum bum bum. Put a feather in your cap for that one. While hanging out with his girlfriend on a rooftop, Victor witnesses multiple explosions across Gotham, destroying the seawall. In the distance, Victor sees a flood hitting his house and killing his family, and that's why he has a grudge against the Batman. Which is cool because I like Victor more than like Penguin, so whatever. If he gets a little arrow flashback, it's all good. Don't worry about it. Just don't make it an every freaking episode thing, and I ain't got no problems.
I know.
Yeah, I'm like maybe they I don't know.
You don't want to give Victor an arrow flashback every episode
for 5 years, and then we get a flash forward and a flash to the future. No, I don't want none of that.
Oh, you don't want to see Victor's kids? Okay.
Well, I mean, unless he's unless he's Zaz's dad, I don't care. This is the only way I care about his kids. Okay. He's got a Joker nugget or something right now. I don't know.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I was gonna say baby Zaz.
Where's the Joker nuggets?
Cut to present day. We see Sophia introduce Oz to her drug operation, and it's a new product that was used on her and the other inmates at Arkham. And I'm like, Scarecrow? No.
Yeah,
or it could be Dr. What's his face? The other guy.
Oh, what? Dr. Arkham?
No, not him. It'll come to me eventually. My brain is mush.
Woodrow?
No, not him too, but like maybe not.
Because I was gonna say it can't be Scarecrow because it would be like fear instead of bliss.
But it kind of see so anybody who has ever done psychedelics knows like you can have a bad trip. It's a very fine line between a great trip, ego death, and actual like fucked up nightmarish trip. Like it's a very fine line. So I don't know. Like maybe he's telling them it's, you know what I mean?
Oh, maybe. And they're going the Breaking Bad route kind of because instead of blue, it's red.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know. I wouldn't take anything that was blue or red, but that's just me. Either it's green or it's clear. That's it.
That's weird. It's grown from a mushroom and it's red. Like it looks like.
Well, there's red mushrooms actually.
Yeah, it's true.
Red fungi and stuff like that. So.
But it looks like red crystal or something. It's like.
Yeah, but bliss is not the color. Red is not the color of bliss in color theory. So I don't know what they were going for.
Maybe that's a subtle.
That's the hint.
Yeah.
Fear is definitely associated with red, which is
maybe it's like it's bliss, but then all of a sudden, after a while, it turns to fear. So maybe it is.
You build up that tolerance, and then you're doing more and more, and the next thing you know, this is the PSA, kids. Don't do drugs. Okay?
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe it's like the thing where your body can only handle doing bliss so many times before you just stuck in.
He's also trying to sabotage her. Let's be real. So maybe he secretly knows that it's not really that great. I mean, anything coming out of Arkham Asylum, let's be real.
Yeah, what good ever comes out of Arkham, man?
Although I will say, like, some antipsychotics have uses. Not all, like a lot. They went through a lot in the history of psychiatry. They used to prescribe cocaine for goodness sakes.
Oh yeah.
So we come a long way, but not really. So I don't know, but I found that part interesting. The most interesting thing about the episode. So they're trying to build a new operation base. Oz gets them to meet with Link, who's a Triad member, and I'm like, oh, we're doing this again. Okay, you want to be Nolan so bad, don't you, Matt Reeves? The Triad's a real thing too, and
yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, we're uniting the gangs now. I'm like, babes, it's been done better before. Anyway, Victor is then visited by his girlfriend, and she's leaving for California. And I'm like, babes, not right now. It's the last thing you want to do in DC is California.
And then I'm like, and then he's like telling her, that he's like, oh, first he just says Oswald's like a club owner, but then he's like
He
telling
just
her,
spills the beans.
yeah, like being a gangster and stuff. And I'm just like, oh, that's not going to end good for her. Maybe not even you, but that ain't going to end good for her.
Yeah, and then he gives her some money, and he's like, buy 2 tickets for both of us. I'm just like, you're not going nowhere, babes. Sorry, you got a flashback. Either you're gonna die or you're sticking around forever. Those are the rules. Those are the rules. Meanwhile, in Chinatown district, Link begrudges Oz because he's got some kind of unpaid debt, and he's only gonna accept the meeting with Fang Zhao if they get Johnny VD support. Yeah. And I'm just like, oh, interesting. Okay. Then he's like, waits for Oz and Sophia outside. Victor is approached by a police officer. And I was just like, oh, okay. He swiftly smooths over things by letting the officer confiscate the remaining money that Oz gave him. Yep. And Oz is like, haha, good job, buddy. It's like, oh, this is just such a treacherous little setup. Whatever. Then we cut to them all dining together. Oz and Victor opens up about his family, and then he talks about his father having settled as a mechanic over becoming a chef. That's so sad, but like you're still working with your hands and doing things for people, but some's not, mechanic's not as prestigious as a chef, I guess.
And again, too, a chef, you can get more creative and stuff.
Exactly. Well, some pretty creative mechanics, but
yeah, but I just mean, the way you spice stuff and
yeah. And then Oz gives a toast in his honor, and he advises Victor to strive for better as the world is unfair for honest people. And I'm like, preach it to the choir, brother. That doesn't mean turn to a life of crime, guys. A life of crime is not meant for everybody.
Now that you mention that, I mean, is the real world slowly turning into Gotham?
It has been for quite a while.
Yeah.
Ever since we elected reject Lex Luthor. He wishes he had the suave charisma of Lex Luthor. Okay. I would have voted for Lex Luthor if I was in the DC world. I'm just saying, I would have voted for him.
Fat, sad Lex Luthor.
Mm-hmm. Just saying, Luthor Corps is way more successful than anything Trump's ever done. Allegedly.
Oh my God, I haven't listened to it yet. Did you see Kamala Harris went on Howard Stern today?
No, but I did listen to her on Call Her Daddy.
Oh yeah.
Everybody was up in arms. I'm like, oh, I did not know there were so many brainwashed conservative women that listen to Call Her Daddy because that podcast, little woke.
Really?
I guess they just realized. And she's like, well, Trump can come on. And I'm like, careful, guard your pussy, sis.
Whoa!
I wouldn't want to be alone in a room with Trump. No fucking way. I don't blame her on that one. I mean, meanwhile, Trump's been on like Logan Paul, that one other kid on Kick, but like it's such a double standard in so many ways.
Dancing on stage with Elon Musk.
God, it was in your state too, Phil. I'm so sorry.
Who would get an endorsement from Elon Musk?
Well, and this is the kicker. Elon, not to be too sidetracked, Elon swore to him he was going to give him $180 million to run up to the election. He hasn't given it to him. So I'm like, everybody knows Trump hates Elon. So why is he still hanging out? Like, I think, honestly, I don't know if Elon is actually secretly a genius ever since he, if he's on a right-wing grip, but he's actually sabotaging him from the inside. Because remember that interview he had with Trump on Twitter and it was totally terrible? Everything he's ever done for the right, it just blows up. I'm just saying, if it's a long con, I might take one bad thing I said about him back.
I was gonna say,
but I still think he's a cultural vandal, and we should arrest him and throw him in a gulag somewhere on Guantanamo Bay because I really feel like he is trying to influence the election. He's not an American citizen. Get him the hell out of here. Take his company. Take all his companies. The founders would welcome you taking him out of the company. Trust me, we could actually get some stuff done at Tesla and Twitter and SpaceX. I'm just saying, dear government.
True.
Dear government, if you ever loved me at all,
oh my,
one thing for me,
baby, if you ever love me,
lock him up. Anyway, which they need to be locking Oz up, but not just yet. I mean, I don't know. I still don't feel anything for Oz right now. Like I'm still just rooting for everybody but Oz. But this was a pretty okay episode.
Yeah, it's so weird because it's like, I mean, the first 2 episodes, I don't know, we got almost seems like we got almost as much Sophia and Victor as Oz. We definitely got more Victor than Oz this time.
I was expecting this specifically with Colin Farrell being the quote unquote star. I wasn't expecting this to be so much as an ensemble cast, honestly.
I mean,
it's kind of shocking.
I mean, I guess for the name recognition, but instead of calling it the Penguin, shouldn't they just call the show like Streets of Gotham or something?
They should have just called it the Iceberg Lounge.
Yeah.
The Umbrella, something. Like they should have just based it around the club and like all the happenings within Gotham, where like the movie set it up to be. That's why I thought it was gonna be him running the club, and we just kind of see all the dirty cops, and we get like all the juicy tidbits of him just like kind of finessing and finagling, not like getting his hands this dirty. It's weird.
I mean, I guess they have to tack like a major known character on here so people watch it, but.
Again, I've been begging for actual proper GCPD, and every time they just pull the rug from under me. I told you I love neo-noir, like old school gritty Batman.
Yeah.
Like it's just such a shame. It's such a shame. There's so much potential here. I feel it in my bones, but they're just like missing the mark.
Yeah, but they have a Black Gordon right now. They're not going to do that.
Ooh, listen, I don't know. Everybody loves Jeffrey Wright. I
know. I love Jeffrey Wright.
He's like a Denzel or a Halle Berry or a Will Smith. He gets a pass from the white people. They love him too.
But once again, look what they did to Batgirl.
I know. Well, I feel like that was never going to be made. Like I'm just like when they showed the actual footage, I'm like that sounded like a scam. I'm sorry. Like I knew it was going on at DC. That sounded like a scam. I thought the Flash movie was a freaking flim flam scam too, to be quite honest.
I know. We only heard about that.
I was like, they're gonna lose the footage and call. No, they actually put it out.
Thought that was a joke they were telling for a decade. Just like...
No. You don't understand. Until Michael Keaton actually said yes, I legitimately thought this was like a tax scam. The Flash movie was gonna be a tax scam. They're gonna like, oh, the footage burned in a warehouse. Oh no.
Maybe that's the way. Maybe that's the way they would have, but maybe they would have done that if Keaton had inside. Can you imagine? Oh my God, they must have backed. I hope they backed the money truck up for Michael Keaton.
Oh, we know it. Well, and I mean, Beetlejuice was Warner Brothers, so I mean, he's kind of in his Warner Brothers bag right now. So,
or maybe he wanted to do the second Beetlejuice. They're like, you gotta do another Batman appearance in the Flash. Okay.
It would be payback from when they were trying to do Batman 2 and Tim Burton wanted to do the original like the way that I don't know, it could be a little payback. I don't know. It's interesting to think about. But back to this story. Where are we at? Later he and Sophia catch Johnny Vitti in a hotel room having sex with Luca Falcone's wife. Get in where you fit in, if you know what I'm saying. So that kind of twists his arm, so he kind of has to support their plan, and he calls Fangs out as a sign of trust. They meet at a nightclub, not his nightclub. While Zhao is intrigued, he believes the risks outweigh the benefits, citing Sophia's stay at Arkham as a liability. I'm like, babes, if you held to get somebody staying at being in an Arkham asylum in Gotham, you're not gonna talk to anybody.
I do love that scene with Johnny Vitti. The chick's like running out of the room, and Sophia's like, "Oh, you forgot your panties on the floor."
Happens.
Oh yeah, right. Since when do you wear panties?
Happens. I didn't say whose panties.
Oh, damn. She's making them himbos wear women's underwear. Damn.
Just keep an open mind. Kids.
It's like you got to break them.
A mess. Save it for the Patreon, Phil. Anyway.
Oh,
what happens after that? Sophia convinces him to give it a chance, pointing out that the citizens of Gotham will rush to use the drug as an escape. Yep. Especially after what the Riddler did to the city. Just look at Florida. If you don't believe her, upset, she leaves the meeting and has Oz secure the Triad's partnership. Meanwhile, Victor tries to dance with a girl in the nightclub. The lights trigger his memories of the night of the seawall explosion, causing him to have a panic attack. I'm like, damn. We're talking about the PTSD of Gotham citizens?
I know.
Wow. Okay. I mean, let's not get Joker on it. Let's not get Joker about it. I don't know. Anytime any DC show starts talking about freaking mental illness, I got a side eye. I'm like,
one bad day.
Well, I mean, that is kind of true for Gotham.
Oh, yeah.
That's what they should have called the show. We should just
One bad day.
It's just like every freaking villain origin story ever, or just the citizens of Gotham tired of eating damn Joker fish out of the harbor, you know?
One bad day, Tales of Gotham.
Now that could be an anthology.
Exactly.
DC, call us.
Although they're probably saving the big ones for like, you know, the Batman 2 or whatever, but
Clayface.
I thought that was the rumor, so we'll see.
I doubt they could ever pull off Clay. Do you really want to see CGI Clayface?
That would be the thing, like transform twice in the movie or something, you know. It'll be some stupid
Why
thing.
has the CGI gotten worse?
Yes, they're cheaper.
Like I don't know that I want them to ruin Clayface, but I would be ecstatic for.
I know, but I'd be happy to do something besides the Joker again, or you know.
How do you think? Well, not Kite Man, but Calendar Man. He's right there. Toy Maker.
I mean, they robbed us of him because when they canceled Batgirl, do like Firefly or something.
Something. Killer Moth, like something.
Oh yeah, Killer Moth. Yeah.
Scream it.
Where are we at? Okay, so he secures it. There, he has a Pentac. So we see Oz is delighted with the new partnership, but he gets upset when he finds that Victor wants to leave to go with his girlfriend. He feels insulted that Vic thought he was forced to work for him, and so he's like, "Yo, you can get the hell out of here. Peace out." So Victor steals Oz's car, drives to the bus station to reunite with his girlfriend, but he ends up not going with her. Back in the club, Oz and Sophia who is actually in control of the operation. Sophia cites her mistrust of Oswald over her internment at Arkham, leaving it uncertain that she really is the Hangman or not. Boo! Let her be a crazy bitch. Let her be a crazy bitch.
I know, or they're gonna say, "Oh, the whole Hangman thing was made up. There was no Hangman." I don't know.
The women do have more of a tendency to be locked up on false allegations from, say, a family member.
Kidneys.
Any rich family you could ever think of. Vanderbilt. I won't get into it. I've already said too much. But yeah, I don't like that. I don't know. Maybe that's why she wants to ruin the family and run it, because they set her up and she's really not great, because she is actually very competent.
I mean, either way, I'm sure she wants to take that family down.
Yeah, but I don't know. I want her to be the Hangman, or maybe it's the dead brother. I don't know. Maybe she covered for him. I don't know.
Oh my god, I want her to be this serial killer. Come on.
I want her to be so bad. Yes. Ash tries to mend their relationship. He pledges his loyalty to her, and he nearly succeeds when they're suddenly ambushed by Nadia Maroney and her men, who are like, "Hey, we've come to Oswald after discovering he's been a duplicitous little bastard." Victor comes back at the last moment and kills one of Maroney's henchmen by ramming him over. Hey-o. Oz gets in the car and they drive off as he orders Vic to leave Sophia behind. Oh, you should have never had done that, buddy.
I know. I was like, really?
I mean, I know the show's called Penguin, but you want to know how he got those scars?
You're about to find out.
Oh, I'm like, okay. I like that cliffhanger. She's going to kick your ass, sir.
Exactly. Oh, and it was revealed that Oz used to be her driver.
Mm-hmm. The more things change, the more they stay the same.
I'm like, he wonders why everyone's against him. I'm like, all you had to do is like, Sophia, get in, you know.
And so that's the thing. Like, I always felt like when I read the Penguin in certain writers' hands, he's kind of just like a smarmy, charming little bastard. Like, you know, you don't want to trust him. Everything's very leery, but you're gonna have fun while it lasts until he stabs you in the back.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what this is missing a little bit of. So he's just like an a-hole. Like I said, I want to root for him, but I just can't.
Yeah, because it's like, you know, if she tries to kill him, you're not going to blame her.
Yeah.
Watch her. Oh God, watch. We know Penguin's not going to die, so watch her kill like Victor or something. It's just
no,
like,
she's not killing Victor.
That's true.
Maybe she kills his mom.
Oh yeah.
Something's gonna happen. She's not gonna let that ride. So I see like the critic reviews. They're kind of warming up to the show. They've been giving this episode around about a B. I'm still gonna give it a C+. Like I said, it's technically great. I love the score. I love the cinematography.
Mm-hmm.
I like a lot of the acting choices, but it's just the content. it's so boring.
I just wonder if it's another case. And again, a lot of modern shows and stuff are like this. It's just taking a while to get rolling, which again,
You can't do that with 8 to 10 episodes. You
No.
gotta hit the damn ground running, and they
I
did not
know.
do that.
I know.
This is the 3rd episode. We're damn near halfway through the season, and I'm like bored.
Is that just
That's the
style?
one thing TV should never be. Listen, I give reality TV a lot of crap, but like you're never gonna be bored watching it. You might feel like it's mindless drivel, but they're doing some crazy shit, and you're like, what the hell is going on here?
Is that just the style storytelling here, or do you think they're like trying to be like, oh, if we do this, they're gonna clamor for more. Maybe we'll get a
No.
second season? No.
Listen, especially if the season takes 2 or 3 years to come, I will forget about this show in a heartbeat. Krista Milioti or not, I will freaking forget about it. I damn near forgot about Peacemaker, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, true.
So it's like, do something. Like they're canceling so many other shows. Like Chaos just got canceled on Netflix. I'm very disappointed.
Oh,
I binged it on the advice of DG Chichester, and his wife was right. It was a good show. Jeff Goldblum's a good time though. So.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, what do you think about this episode? What would you give it?
I mean, I like this might be the best out of the 3 so far. I might go B-. I mean, I like the Victor stuff, and again, it's the Penguin show, but I don't know how much Penguin we got. And again, the Penguin is not likable. Yeah, like you said, I'm here for Victor. I'm here for.
He's not even charismatic. Like I said, like I can see why Joker has his fans. I know why comic book Penguin and Riddler have their fans, but like this particular Penguin.
And again, we made the comparison. He's no Tony Soprano
at all. Like
no,
I don't feel intimidated by him.
No.
He's barely competent. Like I feel like everybody comes to his rescue. It's not him. I feel like he specifically is very incompetent, and the people around him are hyper competent, and so he's like reaping the rewards of that. Like I just don't see him being the crime boss that he's meant to be.
And again, I know this is supposed to be his rise to power, but but
you like in the world of the mafia, mobs and stuff, you have to be scheming, conniving. People cannot see you coming. Like you can literally read it on his face that he's a smarmy little bastard that's about to backstab you.
You can't. It's not believable because again, in this world, you can't make too many mistakes, or you're gonna get a bullet to the back of the head.
You're gonna be in that damn harbor, bud.
Yeah,
swimming with the Joker fishes, you know.
Exactly.
Like I want to see him take it to the mattresses. Look. Matt Reeves is like our age, like so anybody our age, like millennial, Gen X, around that age, it's Godfather. Like that's the kind of mafia shit we want to see, man. Exactly. Okay, we want to see scheming, conniving, deal making, people being backstabbed, betrayed, massive gun shootouts, things like that.
Exactly.
That's all.
Yeah. Again, I see the potential here. Hopefully, it's realized, but.
Man, what if Penguin isn't Penguin? What if Victor's really Penguin and he kills him and takes his identity? I'm rooting for Victor so much.
What is this, Joker 2?
Exactly. I just don't trust anything out of that world anymore. I'm just expecting to see directed by Todd Phillips any minute now.
Oh Lord, or he has a kid and it's the Penguin. Oh jeez.
Oh, yikes. Or him and Sophia have a kid. And it's the actual real Penguin, but it's like I don't think we're gonna wait that. I don't think we're doing 20-year time jumps.
I remember the first episode or two. I was like, "Oh, are these two gonna get together?" But I don't want Sophia.
This is not a shut up and kiss situation. This is a who's gonna kill who first situation.
She's too good. She's too good for him. Yeah, no. Yeah. I don't want to see anything between those two now.
I just want to hear her sing, man.
Yeah, there you go.
Anyway, yeah, those are my thoughts.
All right.
This had a comic book, right? And we reviewed that kind of sort of, right?
What?
The Penguin, they did the Penguin based on this movie, right? A while ago. That comic book. I have to go back and reread it because
the Tom King series?
Wasn't it? Yeah. Wasn't it meant for this show?
I mean, I guess it probably was supposed to come out when it came out when this was originally supposed to come out. Yeah.
Yeah. I have to go back and reread it and see if I'm missing anything.
Yeah, and again, that was a little different. It wasn't Penguin's rise to power. It was basically set in the present day, and he was he'd been driven out of town by his kids, and then came back. And
yeah, that's why I'm just wondering, like, what is the grand scheme of this? Like, is it only going to be one season? Is this meant to be like a mini series? Was this supposed to like bridge the gap between the Batman 1 and the Batman 2? because we're still not getting that until 2026.
Yeah.
Right?
That's
what I saw the last time I looked.
I thought. But yeah, I don't know. Unless maybe if you think if the gap's still big enough, would they do a second season just so there's something else?
I don't think their ratings are good enough.
Oh, really?
Let me check if they're actually posting ratings, because it is on HBO, so they should be.
Oh, I'm sorry. The Batman Part 2.
Oh my god! So the first episode only had like less than 250,000 viewers. Wow. The second episode had 300,000 viewers, and we haven't put out the newest one yet.
So maybe it went up.
That's still terrible.
Yeah. But
hold on. Actually, let me go. I don't actually know what TV ratings are supposed to be anymore in this world of post streaming. The streaming wars.
So yeah, the Batman Part 2 is supposed to come out October 2nd, 2026. So about 2 years from now.
Yeah, I mean, which would be about the time it would take for season 2 of this show to come out. So what's the point?
Yeah.
Let me just see let me see what House of Dragons does, because I think that's HBO's biggest show.
But yeah, the first one came out in 2022. So yeah, it'll be that as long as they don't put
ridiculous.
4 years between 1 and 2. So yeah.
I mean, just don't do it at all at that point.
Come on, Dees. Come on, Warner's. Ray needs his next Batman fix. Come on.
Why do they not have ratings on this anymore? They're just really stingy with it.
Maybe because nothing's doing good.
I know House of the Dragons does good, though. That's the... let me see if I click on this one. Will it tell me? Yeah, it gets like... yeah, this House of the Dragon gets like anywhere between 2.5 to 5 million viewers per episode. So yeah, this one's not doing good.
Nope.
If we're going against that standard, I guess that's the standard that they're expecting for all their other shows at this point. I mean,
you said
Game of Thrones did like 8-10 million, but
you said 2.5 to 5 million.
Yeah,
and then this thing's not even cracking
half a million.
Yeah,
and it's super expensive to make too.
Well, yeah.
So
yeah, it's probably not going to season 2. Again,
and, I know why we can't do a Batman show, because Disney owns the live action rights to Batman. So just give us a Nightwing show.
Yes, thank you.
They could even do, I mean, if they really, really wanted to, they could do. I mean, we already did Titans. I mean, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I want a solo Nightwing thing. Come on.
Yes, I've been dying for that Grayson script to get picked up. Well, tweaked and picked up for literally a decade and a half at this point. So I think it's time. Disney's never gonna give you those rights back, so you're gonna have to bite the bullet, DC. You're gonna have to do a Nightwing show.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here for Dick.
But I don't even know who I want to be live action Dick Grayson in his own show.
Yeah.
Like, all the people that I want have aged out of the role. Like, I don't know new kids like that nowadays. They said that kid that played like Billy Batson is like petitioning to be Nightwing if they do a Nightwing show. Boy. I mean, he's working out, but I don't even know how old he is. Before I start talking shit, let me see how old he is.
Sometimes I think, maybe we need to find a new person, So
no, they don't. They don't roll like that.
I know it always has to be a name anymore. I know.
What is that kid's name? Is it Asher Angel? Yeah, it's Asher Angel.
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah.
Oh, okay, he's 22. I'm good.
Yeah, that works.
I'm like, I don't think he's got the assets for it, though.
Oh,
if you know, you know.
We're gonna need a stunt ass.
Probably.
A body double.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, those are my thoughts on the Penguin. I think it's getting better, but like 3 episodes out of 8 episodes, and it's barely like
what have we done?
Yeah, nothing, honestly. Like what's going to be the climax of the season?
Yes, we should be like very entrenched in the evil plot by now, and it's just like we kind of try to do a drug deal.
It's like, are the Triad really even gonna be allies? Like, I don't know.
Like after the first episode, I thought when he set up was it Zuko?
Yeah.
I thought that was something big was a big gang war was going to start, and really nothing's happened yet. And it's like, okay,
Yeah. Gotham Gangland. Yeah, that's what we need.
I wonder though if they're hesitant to put Gotham anywhere in the title because of the previous show.
I don't know. I mean, it probably would do better actually.
You would think. I mean, again, without putting a specific character's name in it, if you name it Gotham something, you know what it is.
You could do anything.
Yeah.
I don't know. I hope it gets better. I'm really trying to root for DC, but they're just making it so hard.
I know.
Their TV, their animated stuff is in the garbage now. Their live action has not been what it needs to be in quite a while since the death of the Arrowverse. Shout out to Superman and Lois holding it down. It is back. Go watch it. They had 2 episodes on in one night though, so I was kind of confused about that.
Yeah, I know. I haven't watched it yet, but yeah, it's ready to go.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to hurry up and finish, but at the same time, I don't because, like I said, I am literally committing myself to watching the whole Arrowverse in order. And at the end, it'll be 830. It'll be 839 episodes if you don't include webisodes or the specials. So just straight up episodes, 839.
So you kids know I'll be getting texts that say, "Oh, this effing Supergirl, I don't know if I can do this."
I'm actually gonna have to watch Duet, and I'm gonna cry. I'm just gonna make it stop. They're singing.
Have you ever watched that yet?
No, I skip it every freaking time. And it was around that time that I just kind of peter out on the Arrowverse too. It's just like I can't do it. So many episodes. Legends had 7 seasons. Like when I realized that and it sunk in, I was just like, we were really just doing anything back in the day.
It always surprised me. Everything after like season 2.
Every time it got renewed, I'm like, wait, what? Really?
I know. I was like, what? What?
Yeah. So anyway.
All right. So you good? So you good then?
Yeah.
All right. Anything you want to promote? Well, your social media's gone silent.
I think I'm done with social media. Sorry, Phil.
All right. So, all right, kids. So yeah, stay tuned in a few seconds here for you. Yes, I'll be back with the new comic book reviews, the new Bat book. So stay tuned.
A lot though this week, so I think it won't be that bad.
No, especially. But yeah, so yes, I'll be back with Absolute Batman #1. So don't go anywhere. Hello, everyone. It's me. I'm back. I promised. Because again, Lilith can't make it because right now it is a day later from what you just heard me and Lilith talking about the Penguin episode. The hurricane is about to hit Florida, so fingers crossed. Hopefully Lilith and everyone down there is hopefully there's not too much damage. But yes, we didn't want to leave you without new comic reviews because. Especially there's a big one out this week, and not just because it's extra sized. So without further ado, I will do that. Hopefully you guys still enjoy me rambling to myself instead of rambling to Lilith. All right, start with this one. All in issues, Batman and Robin #14 with the new creative team of Philip Kennedy Johnson and see who is his artist here. We have Philip Kennedy Johnson and Javi Fernandez. And I like the art. The art is cool on this. Story's good. I don't know. And again, I wouldn't want this all the time, but yeah, sometimes it's cool to have Batman interact with the supernatural, which it seems, again, this is the first issue of a new arc, so we're kind of like setting some groundwork, but it seems like, I don't know, it just seems like a lot of stuff, Philip Kennedy Johnson loves to get into the supernatural or even just like alien or space stuff that almost borders on the supernatural, which again, for like the alien stuff, like his Action Comics run, his Green Lantern War Journal run, and then definitely he's doing some supernatural stuff over on Hulk right now. And again, I'd love to talk to Philip Kennedy Johnson. I've reached out and contact him. I have nothing back. Sir, if this gets to you, I'd love to talk to you. Your penciler, Javi Fernandez, if you would like to talk, oh God, I mean, we'd love to talk to you guys together, but separately, whatever you. But like I said, the story's good. Again, of course, it's Batman and Robin, so of course it's Bruce and Damian. And I do like in the beginning of this, they're stopping these guys in these SUVs, and the one yells out about how they're doing it for the green, which is a reference to another all-in issue, Poison Ivy number 26, which I believe Lilith and I talked about last week. So yeah, I do like that, especially when it's like it's not the same writer doing both books. So it's like, yeah, writers keep basically giving a shout out to each other, but like, oh yeah, hey, you should check out so this other writer's book, and hopefully other people give you a shout out. I like that. So yeah, Poison Ivy 26. Check out last week's episode. So again, we get a cool action sequence with Bruce and Damian taking down this gang, basically driving crazy in these SUVs and shooting stuff up. Oh, and of course, yeah, like I said, they have a bomb, so they kind of have to get rid of this bomb. Some days you just can't seem to get rid of a bomb. Then we see they're getting ready for this fundraiser. And of course, Damian does want to go because it's Damian. Then Damian walks into the study and sees a chessboard in the games in the middle. And Bruce says, "Oh, that's the last game I played with your father," meaning your grandfather, meaning Ra's al Ghul. And he says, he's like, "We never had a chance to finish it." Damian's like, "Oh, Ra's is dead," and Bruce is like, "Don't touch the board." So I don't know. I mean, Bruce feeling sentimental about Ra's. I don't know. I mean, again, maybe the whole Ra's thing takes on a whole new headspace for Bruce. I mean, again, he always had feelings for Talia, but now he's actually tied to the Al Ghul family by blood, by Damian. So, or again, maybe it's just bad God, studying his opponents, thinking, And again, we've seen Bruce has contingency plans to take down his friends in the Justice League. He has contingency plan to take down Damian. He has contingency plans to take out everybody. So they go to this fundraiser for there's a Dr. Basher, who was an old friend of Bruce's father's, because they're reopening the Sacred Heart Medical Center, which the first page, it was just the first page. Yeah, back in 1892, there was a whole weird murder thing going on here. So, of course, gunmen show up in the basement. Bruce has to take him down without a bat suit, so he basically just shuts the lights off. I do like that line, Mr. Johnson, where he says, "Batman needs his mask, but darkness is all the mask I need." That is a Batman line, so good job there. But then Bruce sees a fire basically in the boiler that's basically been cut off from everything, so there shouldn't be fire. So again, a murder, in the late 19th century, and then I'm sensing some supernatural stuff here. But then yes, this figure shows up, and Bruce says, "I hear a familiar voice speaking a name I haven't used in a lifetime, and I know the answer," because the voice calls him Young Jack. So again, it was this Bruce in one of his many aliases while he was training to be Batman, maybe. And of course, fire, explosion. So that's kind of the cliffhanger we're left on. Again, I thought a strong start for the new team on Batman and Robin. Again, we got action, beginning and the end of the issue. We got some family stuff with Bruce and Damian. So, as long as this keeps up, I'm all here for this new team. Again, everything I've read so far, whether it's like teams staying or new teams, it seems like the DC all-in thing's working so far, but hopefully keep this up. All right. And now I'm sure if you're here for new comics, you want to hear my thoughts on Absolute Batman #1, which we'll get to now. And there it is right there. Yeah, hopefully, I didn't get any feedback from Lilith, so hopefully next episode or so, we'll get you a little thoughts on Absolute Batman. But yeah, for those of you who aren't aware, the DC All In special came out last week. Basically, was like the epilogue to Absolute Power. The Justice League's basically getting back together, but they're basically running it where it's basically like pretty much everyone's in the Justice League. It seems like any hero. But then Darkseid shows up and he's kind of acting weird and talking weird, and he's bonded with the Spectre, and then he basically watch him go to this Alpha Earth where it was basically this new Earth that was created at the end of Dark Knight's Heavy Metal, and it was basically like a blank slate Earth, but Darkseid basically goes down and basically infuses his essence into this planet, so now it's like a darker, grittier. Again, it's like heroes and stuff don't have the easiest time with stuff, so yeah, so again, we're getting an Absolute Batman, Wonder Woman, and Superman. But yes, right, the first one that came out, of course, because all the kids love him, Absolute Batman #1. Because again, everyone's favorite
Batman, my favorite character.
from here to Australia.
I love Batman.
All right, so yes, Absolute Batman. It was a little bigger book. It was $5. It was a little thicker. I mean, the page count's there, but yeah, it's a little different Bruce Wayne, because I mean, we get a flashback of Bruce's father taking him and his whole class to the zoo, which we'll get back to that. Then it opens up with like Alfred Pennyworth coming back to Gotham, and I don't think they say who he talks to, but he's in communications with like some handler or something. So yeah, I don't know. He might still be in like MI6 or maybe something else. Because again, the history in this is all altered, because in this spoilers, Alfred doesn't know Bruce Wayne. I mean, he runs into him in this issue, but like he doesn't have the history with the Wayne family and stuff. So again, he may become an ally, but it's not like he's like a father figure to Bruce yet or anything. But yeah, Alfred gets an assignment from whatever hand we see him talking to someone like over a computer or something, like a voice. So we don't know who this is. Could be a man, could be a woman, could be anybody. Yeah, so we don't know. But yeah, I guess he's from or he spent time in Gotham, because we would see him trying to call his daughter Julia, and he's like, I don't even know if you're still in Gotham, but I'd like to talk to you if you are and stuff. So yeah, it's been a while since Alfred's been in Gotham, and he has no idea where his daughter is, and I guess he just has like a cell phone number or something. But yeah, it seems like the voices sent him here to, I guess, get a glimpse of the Batman, maybe. Maybe some of the gang, because there's like this the big gang starting trouble. Then we see Bruce working out at Croc's gym with a very human-looking Waylon Jones. So yeah, we're kind of doing again, it's everyone's different here, because like Waylon even says later here that I don't know, they're getting like a poker game together with their buddies Eddie, Harvey, Oz, meaning Oswald, and even mentions Selena. So if these people become the rogues we know, yeah, they're all going to be like friends or past friends of Bruce's. So, and like I said, Waylon Jones looks very human here. So again, is he somehow going to get transformed into a Killer Croc? Again, we don't know. And again, Bruce is looking all thick, like he is on the cover of this thing. Then he's having flashbacks of his dad. Then we see, I guess, this is supposed to be a version of Black Mask, and I don't know if this is his wife or his girlfriend, but I'm thinking it's the wife, because it seems like they have a kid too. But they're telling. See him basically having a meeting with the gangsters here, Maroni and Zuko. But then, he's killed them and all the families. So, yeah, I guess Black Mask is making a play for the gangs, of course. That never changes. And yeah, we get get Bruce putting on. We see him in shadow putting on the bat suit, like on a roof or something. And again, amid news reports and stuff, and then we see a press conference go wrong with Mayor James Gordon because everyone's like in a panic. They're like, you're too weak on all these gangs and stuff. They're like, at least with Hamilton Hill, he was a crook, but he was tough. And then we see a woman step up and try to, and I was like, trying to defend him. And again, we haven't named her yet. We see the Black Mask Gang come in, which I don't even think they're called the Black Mask Gang at this point. Gordon gets shot. I don't know if he's going to die or not. But his daughter Barbara runs over. Looks like she's a uniformed officer, a black woman. So I'm assuming, are we kind of going? Are we trying to do somewhat like the movie we never got that we deserved? Which maybe we'll meet her mother at some point, because we got White Gordon, Black Barbara. So I hope maybe it'll be maybe they can be more original this time and the mother's not named Barbara also. We see Besa. I don't know if this is the first appearance of the Batman or just the first appearance we get. Because it seems, Bruce is taking down these gunmen, some bulletproofing, and again, kids, in this universe here, Bruce isn't rich. He doesn't have a mansion. He doesn't have money. I don't think he even has a cave at this point. But we see, like he pulls the ears off the cow. The ears are weapons. Then he pulls out a axe cleaver type thing, and when one of the guys comes at him with a meat cleaver of his own, Bruce cuts his hand off. So yes, this Batman's not effing around, kids. He screams at the rest of the gang to get out of his way. So they run away, but then Bruce had a bomb or something to blow up the sidewalk. But I don't think anyone's dead. I think he'll mess people up. Like I said, he'll chop a hand off and stuff. But again, there's still a Batman who doesn't kill. And then Alfred's mysterious boss tells him to take down the Batman, who Bruce takes down Alfred and takes the shotgun he had pointed at him. And that's when we see Alfred putting the pieces together. He knows who Bruce is. He says he's 24 years old. His mom's social worker, dad a teacher. So yes, no Dr. Thomas Wayne. He says he grew up in Crime Alley. High friends in low places. It says he was smart, excelled at school. Parents had him tested. Scored near genius levels, of course. Of course, had a fifth grade engineering project, which resembled a bat, of course. And then he won the prize, which was a trip for his whole class to the Gotham Zoo, where his father, the teacher, was taking the class, and it doesn't say what's going on, again, unless it's just like a random active shooter. They see this guy just walking through the zoo, gunning people down. So Bruce's dad leads the whole class to is it the bat enclosure? Yeah, the bat enclosure, of course. Then he shoves everyone in, and Bruce's like, "Are you coming, Dad?" And Dad's like, "No, Bruce, whatever you do, don't open this door." And of course, his father gets shot here. Then Bruce went on to play. He was angry and got in a lot of trouble after that. Then he went on to college and played football, but then it's injured in the first week, a soft tissue tear supposedly, but Alfred's like, "Yeah, you fake that." So then Bruce studied applied mechanics, chemistry, criminal psychology, military theory, socio-cultural history. So then, he came back to Gotham, and it says, he worked for the water department, sanitation, interned at City Hall, studying public policy, macro and micro, learned the city, body, brain, in every part of Gotham. And then he became an engineer, because Alfred's like, he helps clean up the messes he makes, like those steps he bombed to take out the Black Mask's men. Yeah, he's rebuilding it. He's helping rebuild them. So then we see him. Looks like he's like heading home or something, and Alfred's about to. It's like Alfred's about to shoot him or something. But then that woman who defended Gordon before is sitting on the steps, and she's like, "Where are you at?" And he's like, "Oh, I was, he swung by the zoo, I guess, to put a flower on his, where his father got shot." But then, yeah, because the woman says, "Making your poor mother wait for an hour." So yes, in this universe, his mother is alive. Because at first I was like going to make comparisons to Frank Miller's Dark Knight Returns and that whole universe, but again, he wouldn't leave that. He wouldn't leave that mother alive.
Your mother's a whore.
God, if anything, he would have left the father alive.
Your mother's a whore.
All right, so yeah, his father, not a doctor, a school teacher, was gunned down. The mother's a social worker, still alive. And then we see Julia contacted Alfred, texted him, and said, "Never contact me again." So things are not good there. And Bruce does not have a cave, but we see Alfred's tracked him down to his headquarters, which is basically the top floor of some building, I guess. At some building, I don't know if he helped build or something, because Alfred's even saying, "Oh, pretty smart, how not hiding out in the top of these buildings. All the top floors owned by companies or oligarchs who never use them, just hollow investments." So yeah, so basically empty penthouses or office space or something he's using as his headquarters at the moment. But when Alfred attacks, Bruce goes to use his own shotgun against Alfred's own shotgun against him, and he says, "Give me the gun, kid, you're no killer," and he shoots him. But then Alfred's like, "Oh, he's modified it so it's non-lethal," and then he steals Alfred's motorcycle and jumps it off the top of this building. He's like, "Where's he going to land?" So, yeah, it almost looks like he's right. I don't know if he's going to, I don't think Kate has anything in that cape, like a parachute or anything. So, yeah, almost the last page, we get a 2-page splash with him. Looks like, I don't know if he's falling in front of the moon and stuff. So, at least from our perspective. And of course, it's a new Batman book. So, yeah, the epilogue is we see these people picking up somebody. I don't know if it even says where it is. Oh, they're talking about tracking someone they lost. Oh, originally Alfred was tracking someone down before they sent him to Gotham, and he said he had spent years on this thing. But they lost this guy in the Philippines, and he's thinking about this guy, not Bruce, studied with Henry Ducard in France, and then killed him. So this guy killed Ducard. So this guy's a player. He trained with the League of Assassins, then killed them. So this guy killed Henry Ducard and the League of Assassins. So this guy, and they're like, there's like 2 pilots, I guess. I don't know if they finally captured this guy, but the 2 pilots are like going to be taking him up there. Just like, I don't know. The one guy says something, the other one's like, "Don't make a joke," because he's like, "Why?" They're like, and the other pilot says, "Because he never smiles, he never makes a joke, he never laughs. That's why they call him the Joker." So yeah, kids, Scott Snyder going for the opposite of the Joker. Yeah, very serious, very. So we'll have to see what kind of relationship this is with this Batman and Joker, because I don't know if they're complete polar opposites. So yeah, we got a Bruce Wayne with no money, no mansion. Maybe Alfred will eventually be an ally. Right now, he's in more of a hindrance to him, but his mother's alive. So is he going to tell his mother he's Batman at some point? And again, we're going to get a very, seems like, super serious, dangerous killer in the Joker. I mean, not like the regular Joker's not a dangerous killer, but this guy's more like an assassin, taking out some of the best in the world. So I guess time will tell. But yeah, again, not a lot. I mean, new territory in the fact that his mother's alive. A lot. Again, if a lot of these people become rogues, they're going to be former Batman friends of Bruce's. But other than that, I mean, the spirit of Batman's still here. And again, it's Scott Snyder. I'm willing to give this a shot. Again, nothing here really. I mean, watch a little poop on this thing. But no, I mean, right now I have I'm willing to give this a shot. I mean, there's nothing here that I was just like, ew, why did they do that? So, because again, I think there's always a weird, when you do an alternate universe thing in here, there's always like a tightrope you walk where it's like, okay, we want to make things different, but we don't want to make it so different that it's not recognizable as any form of Batman. And again, I think so far in the first issue, Scott Snyder has done a good job with that. So yeah, I'm sorry. Scott Snyder wrote this time, and Nick Dragotta was the penciler. So, and again, you gentlemen, if either one of you or both of you, individually or together, would like to talk to me and Lilith, please reach out. Again, we love talking to the creators. So, and again, Absolute Wonder Woman, I think, is next. I've reached out to our good friend Kelly Thompson, who we've spoken to many times, who's writing that series. So hopefully, we can set that up. That's the other thing with Kelly. She's always nice, shares her time, always super busy. So, all right. So, again, if you guys had thoughts on these issues or the Penguin episode you heard me and Lilith talk about earlier in the episode, or again, if you're a comic creator and you want to reach out and talk to us, again, this is the Batman show, but so Batman creators. But again, we talk all DC, all Marvel. We talk Image. We talk all kinds of stuff. Or if you have your own creator-owned book, reach out. So yes, please email us CapesandLunatics@gmail.com or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And you can always find all things Capes Lunatics episodes, social media, merchandise. Get your brand new Capes and Lunatics merch, your classic Capes and Lunatics merch. You can always rain random money on us. Again, that Dangerous Killer Lilith Hellfire demands that you rain random money on us through the Cash App link.
Make it rain.
And of course, so yes, rain the random money on us, because again, you never want to be dancing on a pole in Gotham City, because again, you're gonna either get probably killed. If not, you're gonna get brutally beaten, or like, I don't know, get injected with Joker venom or something. So yeah, please just finance our safety in Gotham, please.
She looks like she was just working a stripper pole down at Divas.
And of course, the Patreon, where again, Lilith and I give you something different every month, exclusive only to our patrons, and completely uncensored. And if you are a patron, you get to program for us. You can contact us and send your suggestions in. What would you like us to talk about? It doesn't have to be comics. A lot of times we don't talk comics. Again, it could be TV, it could be movies, it could be a current any kind of pop culture. Heck, we covered the Adult Video News Awards early in the year. We talked our road trip to HersheyCon this summer. So again, it could be anything. So yeah, so subscribe. You got tiers from like $1 to $20. And again, any tier, you can suggest a topic, and we'll at least throw it on the calendar, depending how many suggestions we get. We'll get to it, because again, our good friend Justin the Owl has sent in at least 2 or 3 suggestions already. So yeah, you'll be next in line. All right. So yes, you can find our Patreon at patreon.com/CapesandLunatics. And like I said, you can find everything at tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network. That's tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network.
More vicious and brutal than ever.
And then, like I said, again, hopefully the devastation in Florida is not too bad. Yeah, hopefully everyone's safe. Everyone can get the safety down there, and hopefully the damage shouldn't be too bad. So again, last time Lilith only was her Wi-Fi, her internet went down for a few days. So hopefully by the time we record again, Lilith should be back. She should have her internet back. So yes, just think good thoughts about our sweet innocent Lilith Hellfire down there.
Don't pull it out unless you're going to use it. That's true for guns and penises.
Our sweet little innocent Lilith Hellfire.
Oh, you don't want to know the things I've done. Somebody's muffin's getting buttered. That ain't my business.
Sweet and innocent. All right. Thank you for joining us. Next time, I'm not sure if we'll have the next Penguin episode because next week there will be no Salty and Petty, there will be no Unlimited Justice, but we're going to get 2 We Are the Night episodes, one of which will be Catwoman. The new issue will be on issue Catwoman 69, of course. Little and I had to do an episode on it. And again, we'll get at least one of the 2 episodes next week. Will be the next Penguin episode 4, and we'll get other Bat comics to talk about. So I don't know how we're gonna divvy it up, but we're gonna divvy it up. And so, but again, it should be Monday and Tuesday next week after you hear this. So yeah, we'll divvy up the Penguin episode, the Catwoman 69, and the rest of the Bat books somehow. So yes. Bonus episode of Batman next week, Ray. Must be very excited. All right. Come back next time. Remember, join us. Same bat time. Same bat channel. We Are Tonight. The Batman Podcast. Come get your thick Batman.